A few months ago, the Supreme Court had struck down affirmative action in college admissions. And you had Asian people that was a part of the lawsuit with Edward Bloom, helped them to get rid of affirmative action. And all they were celebrating. A lot of people in the Asian community were celebrating this. And black folks say, oh, you really don't know what you just did. And now they're suffering in the after effects of not having affirmative action, because affirmative action benefited Asians way more than it benefited black Americans. I want you to hear this sister is saying about what a lot of them are saying and what she's constantly hearing. And basically, we told you, but let's roll it.
I'm trying not to yell while making this video, but this is for the Asian community, the Asian community only. All us other minorities, let's sit in the corner. Let's sit in the corner, because this is a big we told you so moment. I am tired of seeing Asian kids in high school complaining on NBC, Nightline, whatever news channel will listen to them, about how they have the perfect GPA and they cannot get into a college. And everybody in the comments are like, oh, it's the blacks. Oh, it's the LGBTQ plus. Oh, this is the diversity inclusion. See what happens? Oh, the Asian kids get to see how it's always been for the white kids. Baby, you know whose fault that is? It's Michael Wang. It's Michael Wang's fault. And it's all y'all Asian people who have never taken a critical race theory class. And that's why it's so important. So you can realize you will always be chosen as a minority over black people. And you guys got those spots with affirmative action. And it has always benefited your community. But now that you guys got rid of something because you were so deep into white supremacy rhetoric, thinking you're the white man, thinking because you're in the club, you can have the same benefits as them. In reality, that's what white supremacy is. They pull you in and think you have the same privileges, but baby, you ain't got shit and you're the scapegoat, and you're gonna sit out here and do everything that they can't do. They're gonna do it for you. You're the puppet, and you puppetized. That's not even a word. You was a puppet, and you got rid of something that they've been trying to get rid of, but they couldn't do it as a white group, so they put a person of color in there, and you did what they needed to do. And now look at y'all. You're crying on NBC with the Asian news anchor host, and I always find it funny. She's the only one that comes out when having a conversation to other Asian folks. That's another conversation. But I'm tired of it. We told y'all. We kept telling y'all are doing something that is benefiting y'all. And now look, you thought you was the white man. Welcome back to the minority world.
We've told people so many times, you always think you know better than black Americans. We've been knowing these people for hundreds of years. We know them coming and going. We know them to and fro, because we literally had to live with them for 250 years during slavery. Literally. So we know these people. They don't change. And we know that they don't care about nobody else but themselves. But because you just maybe a little bit lighter skinned than the black man and woman, your hair just a little bit straighter than the black man and woman, and because they give you a model minority status that was given to you, you didn't come in here earning it, it was given to you. And you thought that, man, you know what, I got a little bit more proximity to whiteness than those black people. Some of you have joined white supremacy and tried to be against us. And at the end of the day, look what happened. Your white supremacist buddy screwed you over. So they could not do it on their own. So they used Asians. So now all their children will be able to go to these schools, and they'll be keeping Asians out of certain schools they don't want them in. And Asian Americans help them to do it. Now for us, we just sit back and say, we told you, but you didn't want to listen. Now, after the fact, you want to say, oh, the black community was right. Oh, no, don't say nothing about no black community was right. Leave us alone. We ain't got nothing to do with that. That's something you chose to do with those folks. Maybe if you would have listened, all you non-white groups that come in here, maybe if you would listen to black Americans and what we say, instead of listening to the folks that's going to screw you over every single time. Look, you know that picture where they have, you know, when you make an agreement with somebody and they got their fingers crossed behind their back. Also, when you make a deal with white supremacy, make a deal with the devil. When you make a deal with the devil, you always going to get screwed over. And the Asian community has found that out the hard way. So I don't feel sorry for them whatsoever. I have no feelings about that. I don't. Hey, you know what? Don't matter if you have a high GPA. It don't matter if you should get in anywhere. It don't matter. You chose to side with them folks, so now deal with it. The best thing you probably can do is get an elite school in your homeland. That'd probably be the best thing to do. You working so hard to try to get in a school here when them folks now they can keep you out. So I guess the best option is an elite school in your homeland. But A lot of you don't want to go see your homeland. Oh, you don't even want to talk about that place. Oh, no. But this is what happens when you try to screw over black people. You got burned in the end. And hey, good. That's how I feel about it. Because Dr. Claude Anderson told us a long time ago, affirmative action is not benefiting black Americans. So why do you think black Americans didn't come out screaming and yelling like the media thought we would when they took that away? We are just fine. And we're going to be fine.